David, if you didn't do it yet, maybe it'd be cool is taking. Oh, you already did it.
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay, cool. Taking ozone action
Like including that in there?
instead of just air quality. Yeah,
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
that might be a better way. I just thought of that as I'm typing these up.
Thursday's Ozone Action Day.
Right. Yeah, how to take ozone action tomorrow's ozone or air qual spare the air if you want to use another phrase. Okay. Yes, sir. Larry's ready for some cooler weather. What's up, man?
Not mine.
Not too much cooler. Let's just call it drier. Almost like a dry front, really. I'm not saying cold. Hello, Terry Bush. How are you? Even though that's the technical meteorological term. Brian Sims, what's happening? Doing well, thank you. Oh, the mornings are fabulous, right? Oh, you got traffic duties. Pick up south, drop off north, right? What movie was that? Anybody remember? Come on. It's an oldie, but a goodie. Anybody? Good evening. It is Wednesday night. It feels like a Monday. Whoa. A little hair thing going on right there. Okay, that's better. Want to make it nice and smooth for you. Mr. Mom. Remember Mr. Mom? Michael Keaton? Classic. That's an oldie but a goodie. David's a movie guru. You like Mr. Mom, right?
Classic.
Have you seen it?
No.
Oh, come on. You're not a movie guru.
220 to 21, whatever it takes.
You got to see it. What year?
220 to 21, whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes. What year was it?
1980.
It was probably 80s, yeah.
79 or 80, yeah.
The great Michael Keaton. One of his best, seriously. Danielle, what's happening? Good to see you in Port Lavaca. Lisa, hello. Gypsy, good to see you. Terry,
83.
1983. Wow. I was a sophomore in high school. See Hall. Oh, I'm so sorry. So sorry to hear that, Terry. Oh. So sorry to hear that. Absolutely. Praying for comfort and peace. That's so bad. I'm so sorry. Hey, Alex from Selma. What are you doing in Selma, sir? Hey, Shell, how are you? Doreen and Joe down in Cuero, Texas. How's it going down there? The Cuero Gobblers. Love the Gobblers. Hey, I put in the headline about talking air quality, poor air quality, and taking ozone action. I'll tell you this much. One thing about the air today, filled, pick your poison. First Wednesday of October, and we've got not just molds, ragweed, fall elm grass, also pigweed. You notice that we only have room for 4, so these are the top 4, but there was a 5th, and it was pigweed at 30, which is also light. But molds up to a heavy 1050, ragweed up, medium 140, and that fall elm and grass count not too far from medium on either one. Oh, David want Christmas. Well, yeah. Don't have one on that one yet. Simon, good to see you. Hey, Jaime, what's happening? Gobblers are amazing. There you go. They having a good season? Is this why allergy? Yes, Lydia, right here. Kennedy, Texas on the map. Hot and dry, right? I know Seoul would love some rain down there. Not much, that's one thing. This is a very dry forecast. Even though there's a front in the forecast, even that front has only a very slight chance of seeing any rain because, number one, we don't have a whole lot of moisture to work with, and number two, it's not going to be a very strong front at all. It's a very weak front. All right, Ozone Action Day today, which is over, obviously, but tomorrow, another Ozone Action Day for Thursday, 2 days in a row, where air quality is expected to be subpar. So what does that mean? Well, what this means is that we're going to cook up a lot of bad ozone. Ozone is good up high, bad nearby. In the stratosphere, protecting us from the ultraviolet rays of the sun, it is good. We need the ozone layer, right? But you don't want to breathe ozone, okay? And here's the air quality categories. Green and yellow typically are going to be okay. Good, obviously, but then moderate's not too bad. Orange is the first cause of concern. Unhealthy for sensitive groups. Sensitive groups are asthma sufferers, COPD sufferers, the infants, the elderly, anyone with those kind of conditions, or if you're, again, very young, very old, you're going to have labored breathing on an orange day, all right? Then, of course, you get to red, unhealthy for everyone, very unhealthy, and hazardous. Okay, those are the air quality levels. Now, what happens when we create bad ozone? Well, sunshine, heat, and the VOCs, the volatile organic compounds. What's coming out of the car exhaust? What's coming out of industrial facilities exhaust, for that matter? Gasoline vapors. That's why we say don't refuel until after 7 p.m., because if you're refueling in the heat of the day, you're getting those vapors up into the atmosphere, and the heat with the sunshine cooks up additional bad ozone, chemicals, solvents as well. Again, all making for bad ozone. And this is stuff we don't want to be breathing. So what we do is we keep a close eye on our live air quality monitors for all our major cities, and then even some smaller cities. I mean, we've got Waco, Austin, San Antonio. We got the whole I-35 corridor covered. Victoria has good air quality. This is live right now. And then you can see it's Corpus, Brownsville, Houston, Austin, San Antonio, Waco, all with moderate. We never hit unhealthy for sensitive. And typically an Ozone Action Day will be one where we trigger that orange level. But we're in good shape. Well, we're in moderate shape. So this again tomorrow, do what you can to spare the air and reduce emissions during the day. Again, excuse me. Again, especially during the heat of the day. Between 2 and 7, try not to cut the grass. If you have to cut the grass tomorrow, try to do it in the morning early or even after 7 p.m. Wrong tube, excuse me. All right, questions. What do we got? I've never seen it, Nick. I've never seen us get that high. Yeah, Teresa, drier. I don't even want to say cooler necessarily, because the temperatures aren't dropping too much at all. They will actually stay above average. A weak front for sure. Can't stop clearing my throat. Lydia, right? See? It's contagious. Renee's looking for snow. Could see it this winter. You never know. Flonase is my hero. Yeah, Vanessa telling you, and we're heading into the rough months, okay? Keep in mind that just around the corner is the devil weed itself, mountain cedar. Oh, mama. We've gotten that count. The numbers I just showed you, mold 1050, we've had the mountain cedar count at 85,000. That's parts per cubic meter. I mean, you can see it in the air. You can't even drive. No, I'm kidding. But I'm just 85,000. Okay, 1050. You feel it in the air at 1,000. So mountain cedar, ragweed can get that high as well. They're both coming strong. When we get into fall, winter months, it's when we really start feeling the cedar. So Cedar X, one of the best over-the-counter droplets available at H-E-B. Fantastic. Works for me. That's what I use. Can't wait for the blue northers. Want 30s. Nick's looking for the 30s. Cedar X, look at Lamar, right? It does work, I'm telling you. All right. Oh, I got to show you this. Okay, if you haven't been a part of the tailor-made forecast. Wait, got to update this. Well, congratulations, Tim and Christine. They were married Saturday, October 2nd in Lavernia. But look at this guy. Wait a minute now. Why aren't we seeing the forecast? It's going to play out. There it is. Hey, June, it's your birthday. So he's 1 tomorrow. I'm trying to remember. Melissa, that was it. Melissa was the mom who sent the picture in of this little football star. 1 tomorrow. 1-year-old, right? I want to say years old. 1-year-old Jude. Have a great birthday, buddy. I love that picture. So here's what you do. You send in the information, the picture, to bill@kens5.com. And I will give you the customized forecast for that particular day. Time, everything you need. So a lot of outdoor weddings rely on a good forecast. But if you're having an outdoor birthday party, I think birthday parades should continue for little kids. Who doesn't want a parade with fire trucks, police cars? I mean, the whole 9 yards. That's fantastic. That's something that's got to happen post-pandemic too. Come on. That's good. I wish I would have had a parade like that when I was a kid. I wish I had a parade like that right now. Who says I can't have one this year, right? It's my birthday this month. So October 23rd, by the way, in case you're wondering, in case you want to put together a little parade for me. Come on, thank you. But no, honestly, even if it's a trip to the zoo with the family, it's a SeaWorld getaway or Six Flags at, Fright Fest, I'll do it. Let's do the forecast and let you know what's going to be going on weather-wise for your plans. Because you make the plan, you spend the money. I mean, you want to know about the weather for that deal. So that's why we have the tailor-made forecast. All right. Let me update this one too. This is water vapor. I love this imagery. This is satellite, this is infrared imagery, looking at the moisture content of the atmosphere. So where you see the whiter cloud tops is going to be the higher moisture content, where you see that orange, very, very dry atmosphere. Okay, we're primarily focused on the mid-levels of the atmosphere when we look at water vapor. So here's what's really cool. It's like an X-ray because you can see that area of low pressure centered up over Missouri. It's almost retrograding a bit, kind of backing up to the west over north of Little Rock. There goes the great Joe Reinagel walking by. You never know who you're going to see. It's exciting. All right, so yeah, we're on the dry slot. You can see that really dry air. Just seeing a few mid and upper level areas of moisture, but not enough to even cloud us up today. We've got high pressure kind of sinking air motion, exhausting all moisture in the atmosphere. Didn't see a cloud all day today.
Thank you.
But yeah, there's a high pressure dome coming in behind this low, so we're going to see some clear weather for days to come. As a matter of fact, upper level winds, where are they? Going to show you the ridge of high pressure first, and then you'll see the pattern shift as we get into the beginning of next week. So what will happen is this. Underneath the high, we'll get some southeast winds, and we'll get a little bit of moisture. I say moisture, but in the air. So we're going to feel a little more humidity as we get to, not until like Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It'll warm up too. But then here comes the change. See that dip in the jet? That's going to be the area of low pressure that pushes a front through. Now, here's the key thing to point out. Sunday night, this will be when we have our best chance of rain. You see how the energy, the upper air, the highest winds aloft, and sometimes embedded in there are what are called jet streaks, which will be just bursts of very high wind speeds in the upper level wind pattern. That all adds to instability. That all adds to a chance of rain, okay? Added buoyancy, lift to the atmosphere. So wherever that upper air energy is going to be the best chance of rain. Because see, here's what the atmosphere does. It's really cool. The atmosphere is always trying to balance itself out, okay? And very similar to how your body operates with equilibrium, okay? I mean, you know that there's a roughly 10 to 11 pounds of pressure being put on your body right now by the atmosphere, okay? Even inside or outside, doesn't matter. Air pressure is the same. It's altitude that determines the amount of pressure, okay? As far as changing. That's why when you get a barometer, doesn't matter if you keep it inside or outside, it's air pressure. It's at this altitude at about 1,013 millibars, okay? So as you change and you go up in altitude, now your pressure's changing. Well, here's the deal. There's about a 10 to 11 pound of pressure being put upon your body. Do you feel it? Not at all, right? Because your body's designed to exert an equal amount of pressure, your equilibrium, in order to keep that from being felt, okay? You run into an issue with that when you have an infection of some kind and your equilibrium's off just a little bit, okay? It's kind of like when you're in an airplane and you're rapidly changing, your airplane's going up in altitude, rapidly changing that air pressure, that your ears will pop because you get a sudden exertion of pressure. You've got to exert more because, again, you don't feel yourself exerting the pressure because there's no big pressure changes here, right? Well, okay, all that to say that just like your body operates, so does this atmosphere in that it never achieves it fully, but it's always striving for that balance. So as the air's moving out, okay, in this upper air pattern, like I say, where those high wind speeds aloft are in the panhandle up in central Oklahoma, well, the atmosphere is sending air from the surface up to replace what's moving out, to try to balance what it's missing. What's moving out, air is going up in order to replace that, okay, to try to achieve the balance, okay? And with that comes that added lift in the atmosphere, the buoyancy of the atmosphere, the instability that leads to a better chance of rain. So without that right over top of us, as the front moves through, the front doesn't have a whole lot of upper support, doesn't have a whole lot of lift accompanying its arrival. So that's why one of the reasons why chances aren't that good that we get rain with this front. We're also just not going to see a whole lot of moisture with it. And remember too, this is not going to be a big change in air mass as you'll see in the 7-day forecast. We're not going to see, you really need a good clash of air masses to create a good chance of rain too. John Fagan's looking for the Rhine-Eagle rain dance. Whoa, I don't know. That's illegal in 15 states. I don't know if we can do it. The Draconoids. Tomorrow night, tomorrow morning, will it be clear enough to see it? Should be, Megan. Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, Pete Elias is looking for the rain dance. I like it. We'll have to talk about the Rhine-Eagle rain dance. I don't know how well he can dance, though. But usually with a rain dance, I don't know if ability really comes into... Can Jared Moe get a happy 31st? Absolutely. Happy birthday, Jared Moe. Happy birthday, dear Jared. Happy birthday from the Ken's 5 Digital Center on a Wednesday night to you. Happy birthday, Jared Moe. That's so awesome. If you had a big, party planned for today, I could have done a tailor-made forecast. Oh, thanks, Ivana. It is great to be back. Appreciate it. Hi, Lisa. Good to see you. So, okay, front-wise, again, not a strong front. I just showed you about upper level support. It's not there. So here's the rain forecast. Very little to none, all right, in the next 7 days. I'll show you where the chance falls on the 7-day forecast in a moment. But I just want to show you that if there's any rain, it's not going to measure up to much at all. I mean, we're forecasting 1/10 of an inch of rain in 7 days. Now, outside of a little bit of fog, we could see a little bit of morning fog next 2 mornings as we start even Saturday, getting into that southeast wind pattern, getting more Gulf moisture, okay? So we could see a little bit, sometimes with fog you get some drizzle. I mean, fog itself is technically a form of precipitation. I would argue that. But it's not measurable, obviously. Drizzle's not going to do much. And so that doesn't even account for what you're looking at. Right now, this is the measurable rain chance over this next 7 days, and it's under 1/4 of an inch. So without upper level support, with again a very weak front coming through, no big hopes of getting rain. Now, one thing that has changed, well, it will change tomorrow. We're still in a very dry, non-drought classification right now. I'll show you what I'm talking about. The drought report comes out every Thursday. So we'll get an update on this tomorrow. We could start seeing some drought show up tomorrow. Notice that only yellow means dry, abnormally dry. Hill country in good shape, so some pockets of moderate drought near Del Rio and Eagle Pass, and that's it. I think we could see a little change here tomorrow with drought possible in the south central Texas region. All right, 7-day forecasts and one chance of seeing rain along that front Sunday afternoon, evening, and even into Monday morning. Might get some light rain, 20 to 30% right now on probability, so not very good. Notice the temperatures, even with the front moving through, won't change much at all. In fact, they're going to about stay where they are. There's a very weak front, but it's going to definitely dry us out from whatever, moisture we're able to accumulate between now and then. And we'll see dew points go up, but not very, very much. And you can see the mornings, I'll tell you what, the next few mornings, spectacular. Low to mid 60s, then they go to 70s by Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. And again, there might be a little patchy fog in the morning hours. But don't forget, tomorrow, Ozone Action Day. Do what you can to spare the air on Thursday. What's been in the air? It was definitely mold, Andrew, and ragweed. Those were the two highest on the count, but it was a cocktail. It was molds, ragweed, pigweed, fall elm, grass. All 5 of those were in the air today. Air quality never good. No, Pete, it's never good there. Hey, Eddie, what's going on? Yeah, spectacular sunrises. You are so correct, sir. Absolutely. Beautiful. B-E-A-beautiful. Well, that's going to wrap it up on a Wednesday, guys. Hope you have a wonderful evening. Oh, what am I thinking? Of course. You know what time it is. As we look at the 7-day forecast, I know she missed this so much in the last couple of days. It's time to check in with Julie. What did you do without me, Julie? There was no check in with Julie. You probably went home and, like, lying awake, couldn't go to sleep, right? Something was amiss. There was a void and it was not filled.
I actually shed tears. It was so sad.
There was a tear.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I'm so glad I'm bringing back the joy of checking in with Julie on Eyewitness News at 10. What's coming up tonight?
All right. Tonight we're excited about this story. Jesus Christ statue was stolen from a Catholic church.
A Jesus statue from a Catholic church in San Antonio?
Yes.
Stolen. We have camera.
We have video of it.
Oh, there's video. All right. So the search is on right now.
The search is on for it.
You better come forward.
Yes.
That will come up. I mean, St. Peter, that's going to be on. When you're standing at the gates of heaven, he's going to be like, there was that time you stole that statue. You can't do that. Which church?
St. Clair Catholic Church.
St. Clair. Okay, don't know what diocese that's in. I'm sorry?
On Somerset Road.
On Somerset, so South San Antonio, right? Okay. Well, we'll have that one. What else is going on tonight?
All right. This is our kicker for tonight. But NASA is set to launch a high-speed
NASA.
spacecraft,
High-speed spacecraft.
and it's going to go right into an asteroid.
Like deep impact kind of thing?
It's gonna, yes, like Armageddon. It's gonna try to change the path of this asteroid. It's like a test.
Wow.
If it ever happens, we're ready.
Oh, this is cool. So this is, because Deep Impact was just on yesterday. I saw it on television. It's a good one. Fun to watch. So NASA's going to launch this unmanned rocket, for lack of a better term,
Yeah, spacecraft. Yeah.
spacecraft, and it's going to be high speed into an asteroid. We know the size of the asteroid?
No.
And try to knock it off its trajectory from hitting Earth just to kind of experiment with this and see if like we ever need to really do it if there's a huge asteroid heading our way, which to me, it's like, it's amazing to me that we haven't had that problem, you know? I mean,
It's crazy.
right?
Yeah.
So it just, you know, because remember, you got to get through our atmosphere. That's one thing. But space is so enormous that the chances of it hitting Earth are pretty low, thankfully. And then even if it does, chances are it's going to land in the ocean. I mean, that's a really high probability for our planet. All right, so that's cool stuff. How that's all going to work tonight on Eyewitness News at 10. Thank you, Julie. Brought to you by Dunkin' Donuts Coffee. Good to the last drop. Here we go. Ah, that's good stuff. What are some good... Oh, pumpkin patches. Vivi, absolutely. So you got to go to Love Creek Orchards out in Medina, Texas. You go out Highway Bandera Road. Okay, Bandera Road is Highway 16. So you take that all the way out to Bandera, Texas itself, and then it's less than 10 miles from there in Bandera County, the small town of Medina, Texas. Love Creek Orchards. And there, I think it starts this weekend or it opened last weekend, one of the two. So if you go this weekend, you've got it. And it's fantastic. It's a lot of fun. Love Creek Orchards for the pumpkin patch. Absolutely. Or any Methodist church, right? All the Methodist churches do beautiful pumpkin patches in San Antonio. Yes, Andrew, prayers for Timberview High School. Thank you very much. Absolutely. For the families who were just rocked today. God bring peace and to that whole situation. Reveal yourself. Oh, man, that was horrible. Hey, Diane, God bless you, too. Thank you very much. That's a terrible story. Pete, oh, yeah. I almost read that one again. So, thanks for that, Tim. I really appreciate that, brother. Absolutely. I mean, Andrew. I knew I was wrong. That's why I was going back. Thank you, Andrew. All right. Have a wonderful Wednesday night. God bless y'all. Love you. And we'll see you on Eyewitness News at 10.